Happy Wednesday, 9:15 EST, 3:15 CAT. Yeah. What's happening? Back, baby. Today the stream is gonna be in 720p. Not that y'all give a fuck, but you know. The stream is in 720p, so that might mean yeah. I think we're gonna be in lower quality than we usually are, but I'm only doing that because I don't want the camera to glitch. You get me? I don't want like freeze frames and all of that, so we had to give up the higher quality, but it's all good. We here now. Yeah, we're here now. Happy Wednesday. What's going on? What's going on, good people? I trust and hope you are fantastic. Good. Yeah. I'm just opening up another window. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure. We do need to close a couple of things. My music player is on. That needs to go. Yeah, just making sure we have enough resources for the day. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, happy Wednesday. Need to make a couple of decisions today. Need to make a couple of choices. We're doing really well on the first account. On account one. We're doing really well on account one, but we're not doing as well on account two. And I rotated yesterday after we took an L on account two, and I rotated to account one, and then we caught that Dalton rule on account one. So we're like about $1,000 in profit on that account, and we are $100 in loss, not a loss, in drawdown on account two. So I'm just trying to think whether we just maintain the same rotation and just go back to account one, trade off that, or whether I give this account a little more attention. Yeah, today, kind of just like focus on this account and bring it out of drawdown, and then rotate tomorrow. So I think we might actually do that. I think let's do that. Yeah, and then we'll take a second trade on account one if the opportunity presents itself. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we don't, and let's try to not, just in case, like, I don't want to say just in case I go through like a streak, like a losing streak or whatever, but it would just, I would prefer it if like we were just moving in, in the same direction on both accounts. So yeah, I think we'll focus on we'll focus on this account today. Just close these other tabs because I don't need them right now, and they are chowing memory. But yeah, let's draw our Globex levels. I marked out the previous day levels last night, at the end of the stream. Well, after I journaled at the end of the day. So that's kind of what we have. And today we opened within value. We're like really in between the previous day point of control and the previous day value area low. So yeah, and a little choppy action around the VWAP. Bought it, sold it, sold it again, bought it, sold it, bought it, sold it, stayed below it, sold it, then sold it, and then sold it again. And now we're on the VWAP. So not too many clues there. Sure, if we check on the Keltner channel, we should be in the middle of the band ish, kinda. So yeah, so we'll keep that on as well. just for context at the beginning of the session. And then, yeah, our regular New York, a New York View app is on as well. So once New York opens, we'll be able to see what's going on with that. But yeah, we're just gonna draw our Globix levels now and turn the labels on. Okay, so yeah, so as you can see, we're like in between levels, as I said, so let's put let's set our Globix levels now, and then we'll shift them just as, as the session goes. Hopefully my power doesn't go. Yeah, my electricity usually usually have power cuts Wednesdays and Thursdays, but last week Wednesday was pretty hectic, so I'm hoping we don't get the same occurrence. Actually, it was on Thursday, not on Wednesday. So Wednesday last week we just had a no trade day because we just couldn't find any entries. I just need to be a little more cautious. Just not a little more cautious, but I just need to be a little attentive. Again, Wednesdays statistically aren't like my best days, and we did take a big, we had a big trade W yesterday, so usually I started going tilt on days like this, but we are live, and I do not want to go. I don't want to go on tilt. I don't want to be someone's highlight reel, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I'll do my best. I'll do my best to do my best. We'll try to not force anything. If there are trades, they're gonna be trades. If there are no trades, we're not gonna force them. You know what I mean? And yeah, that's our Globix level set. I mean, there's nothing much I can deduce from this outside of what I've already kind of spoken about. We were kind of like buying and selling the View app. So I don't know. I don't know what type of a day we're gonna get, but whatever type of day we're gonna get, we're gonna make the most of that. Also, what I do know from just like stats is that my overnight point of control trades are usually positive, so we might just take that. Hey, Underdog Research, what's going on? Yeah, we're out here. I hope you're well, brother. I hope you're well. We're gonna try and make this a really good day. I'm gonna try and make this a good day. Let's not put too much emphasis on the type of day we're gonna get, But yeah, where I see it, as I was saying, from just like the data that I've collected and from my weekly report card that I showed you guys yesterday on stream, I know like my overnight point of control trades have positive expected value. So if we get a retest of this, I'm gonna take that and just allow the data to play, because like just off the data itself, like the data's net positive over time, So if we get that, we're gonna give that a try. We're gonna give that a shot, and then aim for the overnight value area high, and then that would be our first trade. That's potentially gonna be our first trade. We'll see. We'll see how we react around here, and then we'll also see how our New York View app forms. Yeah. Once our New York View app forms, hopefully we don't get one of those situations where we're between View apps, as I've mentioned before on stream. I don't like trading those, but we'll trade what we get. Yeah. 5 more minutes till open. Trying to think if there's anything I really want to kind of speak about today that I didn't yesterday. I did, at the end of the stream yesterday, at the end of yesterday's stream, I did kind of go into the importance of just journaling and what that's done for my trade performance. That's been Yeah, it's been transformative. It's been transformative. At least I think it's the intentionality behind it. So it's not just like me writing, I want to trade today, I lost a trade today, I want to trade today, I lost it. No, it's like I specifically took a trade from this part. I took a trade from the overnight value area low, and my trade idea was to go short from overnight value area low based off factor A and factor B, you know, and that trade was a winning trade. Cool. And then I journal that. And then the next time I take that trade, I journal the same thing. Maybe this time the conviction is different. Maybe now I'm taking a short because it's not conviction A or B, it's because of factors C and D. But I journal that as well. And then over time you start having more data, right? The more data you have, then you can look at those particular trades, and then you can then see from the data itself whether those trades result in you being positive over time, or whether those trades are losing you money over time. Because maybe say I win a trade today, maybe say I take that trade and I win it today, but then I lose the same trade over the next 9 trades, after that. Then even though I would have won like that trade like that one time, losing it 9 times and being negative on your expected value then tells you, just using data, that like those particular trades are trades that lose you money. So you start doing less of those. So you know there are a lot of things you can do with trading. You can put every type of indicator. This looks pretty messy in comparison to like, I could clean this up a lot more, right? I mean, I could switch the count and the channels off, and then that's a lot cleaner, right? This is a lot cleaner as a chart, but the indicators that I have on are on for a particular reason, and they serve a particular purpose for me and my trading style, right? Which is going to be different from your trading style, and that's fine. That's perfectly fine. At the end of the day, it's not about adding more things. It's about the things that you can remove. So it's about the things that you need to remove, right? You know, yeah. Like maybe out of like 5 things, you're doing 2 really well, you know, and you're doing 2 really well, and then you're doing 1 like super average, and then the other 2 things that you're doing like horribly. There's your data. You remove the stuff, you remove the things that you're doing terribly, and then you keep the things that you're doing well, and then of the things that you're doing well, you just do them really, really, really well. Like every time you get the chance to, you just do that, and you do that, and you do that. Okay, we're like 10 seconds away from open. We're gonna see if the overnight values change. Doesn't look like they're going to. Okay, cool. So that's our overnight Globex session set. So I'm gonna turn this off now. Switching off that volume profile, and now we're gonna wait for the opening candle of New York. Again, I take my trades 15 minutes into the window after, my window starts 15 minutes after New York opens. So yeah, this looks like one of those days where we're gonna take this overnight point of control trade. We have been above the New York VWAP, so yeah, that's just like in the last 30 minutes. So thinking maybe our bias is gonna be towards the upside, So we'll give that a try in 15 minutes. But ding ding ding. Happy Wednesday. The red line, that is our that's our New York VWAP. Okay, it's our New York VWAP. I'm gonna switch on big trades as well. Yeah, just kind of like looking again at the uh, like pre-session, right? Pre-market, pre-market open. Big sellers here, that's like 200 market sell orders, right? That hit that at 346.52, and they didn't get any results towards the downside, right? So these people are super, super underwater. So at some point, they're going to have to close out of their positions if they haven't already, right? So, that's 127 sells. They sold that all the way down here, and then they try to continue that selling move, and they didn't get the results. So, you know, could be a reason why we go long today, why we look for longs today. We'll wait for this overnight point of control. We'll wait for this overnight point of control long. No, strange. Just checking if my power went, but it did not. Okay. Yeah, well, that was strange. Everything froze there. Trade C froze. Motorway froze. That is all good. Where do we want to take our longs from if we do get the opportunity for that? 353.25. $353.25. Let's just put a I just want to label this so we don't have to constantly look at motive wave, right? You know what I mean? And then let's also just mark out our overnight value area low. That's 335. I really like Trade C because it just responds a lot quicker than motive wave. That's more to do with my internet connection than anything else, but I will give credit where credit is due. But yeah, it looks like we sold that overnight point of control, so we'll have to wait for the test of overnight value area low. Let's throw on our time in sales just so we can see how far behind we are lagging. We're lagging quite a bit, to be honest. It's about a 20-second lag. I don't like that. So what I'll do is I'll watch Trade C in the meantime until our motive wave catches up. Because we're still at the 33s, still at minute 33, which is not good. Yeah, because now that looks like we're an entire half a minute behind. I'm not quite a fan of that. Do not like that at all. But yeah, we'll give it time. Maybe let's clear the garbage collector. Okay, so now we're getting that test of the overnight value area low, 335. Maybe just to be smart, let's mark out everything. 278.75. Nope, might not be any need for us to do that. Yeah, the lag is pretty crazy though. I'm not gonna lie to you. Almost a full minute now. Let's restart the motive wave because we will. I do not. Yeah, we're not gonna make those types of. We're not gonna make those types of errors. You know. Okay, maybe that's gonna speed it up. There are like the trading mistakes that you can make, right? Like, um, okay, cool. I think we're all caught up now. That was just motive wave going through its moods. Uh, yeah. So what was I gonna say? I was gonna say, the the trading mistakes you can make, right? Like trying to think of what would be a an acceptable mistake. Um, maybe reading a level wrong, right? So like 353, and then instead of setting your limit order at 353, you set it at 335. You know, uh, yeah, something like that. That's kind of like human error. You make you misread the number. You know what I mean? Um, you know, but the errors I don't want to make errors that are errors that come from software not, working properly. I don't, those aren't, yeah. As much as if I can remove those completely, I will remove those completely. Um, yeah, I'm gonna restart the motor. Okay, I had to do that. Uh, yeah, everything's a little buggy though today. I wonder what my internet speed is. Because even Trade C seems to be lagging a little. It's all good though. It's only we're only 7 minutes away from the trading window, so we'll uh we'll give it a little bit of grace. We'll give it a little bit of grace. Looks like we're gonna get this retest of the overnight point of control, to be honest. It looks like that's about to happen. They say honesty, the best policy. Okay. There we go. Okay, welcome back, Motive Wave. Let's reconnect you to the stream. All right, there we go. Our view apps calculating. There we go. View app volume profile. Everything is back. See, we try to. There was some buying at the top of this, which didn't get any result. That's these big trade bubbles over here, right? 187. So 187. It's 187 contracts. Um, yeah, and again, just to explain it, these are like market sales. So these are aggressive orders that are coming in. You know. Um, yeah, we. I speak about this like almost every day on stream. Could be worth your while to catch more of these, and then a lot of these concepts you'll understand a lot better. You'll understand them. You understand them a lot better when as I'm trading them. You know, I think that's probably the best way to learn them, to be honest. Hmm. Trade C also caught a glitch. What is going on today? Let's give that another try. Yeah, there's that retest of the overnight point of control as I had called. Looks like it's gonna go without us though. Yep. It really did go without us. Hmm. Uh, Everything is not connecting today. What's up though? Okay. Let's add the trade C again because yeah, that doesn't seem to be this doesn't seem to want to work right now. But one thing about me is I am a smart man. Is that our trading window? Trading window is about to open in a couple of seconds as well. Okay. This might look a little weird, guys. Just bear with me. Yep. But we will fix it. All right, I think we should be fine. Once I switch to the account that we're trading on. Yeah, okay. I think we're good. Let's make this, let's actually make this smaller. Here we go. And that's all you guys need to see. And I'll lock it. Cool. Yeah, so trading window open. What did we get? We got the test of that overnight point of control, as I said. Just happened again just before our trading window, but that's that's my trade. Uh, yeah, and that was a lot of points. That was about like 20 points. So maybe I think what we will try and do is let's try and get the not the overnight. Let's try and get the value area high to overnight value area high. So that's 370.75, 370. Yeah, let's make that okay, cool. And then our motorway was way behind, but it's all good. I think we'll use our full stop, you know. We'll use our full stop. So that's $200. So again, it'll be one of those, if we get stopped out, we get stopped out type of trades. You know, would be unfortunate if this has actually moved somewhat and we didn't catch it. Time and sales way behind. We're like a full minute behind at this point. Let's disconnect it and reconnect it. But yeah, again, we can just watch it from, we can watch it from here. We can watch it from trade C. Wonder if the value area high shifted up. I keep looking over my shoulder because I wanna, because I need to check on, my power. It's all good. I think we're good though. I think we're good with the electricity. Didn't quite get the fill there, did we? Nope. Yeah, that might not actually come back. 386.25 is our overnight value area high. Should we keep this? Would this still be valid? Nah. 386.25. Since we are going higher. 386.25. There we go. Okay. Now we really need that overnight value area high to hold. We're longing the overnight value area high. If this falls, then wop wop. I think we could. Yeah, I don't know whether this is gonna hold, guys. 400 as a target. And point of control is 385. Yeah, that's kind of what's holding this together, honestly. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get this. That's a stop. Unlucky boys. And it does look like, this is the same thing that we did yesterday, actually. What, now that I'm looking at it again, it's like following the, trailing the the limit buy, you know. But it's all good. Let's switch to account 2. Let's switch to account 2 and see what we can get on this. 374. What's 370? Yeah, perhaps maybe a retest of 354. That's our value area low. Ugh. And perhaps we give this another shot. We give the overnight point of control trade another shot, since I had said this is our kind of our bread and butter. Motorwave is all over the place today, buddy. Yeah, I'm gonna restart the motorwave. Save it, save it. What is this? The reason why that overnight point of control trade could work is because it is right at value area low. So unless we get a break and retest the value area low, you know, that's kind of that would be the only I guess cause of concern with that trade. Excuse me. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on. All right, I think we good now. That or yeah. So I mean, let's look at it again. This kind of shifted on us like really quickly. And that initial trade that we tried, the last trade that we tried there, trying to long the overnight value area high. We didn't see this big sell order. We didn't get to see that. We didn't really see the condition of the point of control. We didn't see that shift quick enough. So, you know, still on me though, because I did move the limit order higher, you know. So there's that. We could potentially buy the VWAP, New York VWAP. It's 366.25. You know, but just seeing like where we are with the profile, again, logically, I can see why we would go all the way to the value area low. You know what I mean? That would be a logical thing to happen. You know, we go to the value area low, maybe we sweep and get a little, you know, for liquidity, and then we go higher. You know, that's kind of what this trade is leaning on. Yeah, account 2 is suffering though, man. I ain't gonna lie. That's like 300 in drawdown now, circa roundabout. You know, But yeah, let's give it a little bit of time. Let's give it a little bit of time. It could, the same thing that happened yesterday could happen today again, like where we we failed to get that break and retest of the value area high, and then we rotated, broke the VWAP, and then we broke the Globix VWAP, and then now because we're below both VWAPs, and then we sold, then we just flushed. That's also something that could happen. It's a possibility. Yeah, I missed quite a lot with that last trade. Now I come to think about it, a lot. Might have actually messed that one up myself. But yeah, if we sold that, then this is gonna sell off surely. That's kind of what I would expect. Yep. Maybe we saw 384.25. Nah, let's hold on that one. 383.50. Yeah, let's sell 5 contracts there. And then we'll target the value area low. It's kind of the way I see it now. My logic behind it is the big sell order that we had there, yeah. So we kind of made a high, but that failed to break that high. So that's kind of where that logic is coming from. Let's focus on this now. Where's our value area low? 357. $357. 357.75. All right, we're gonna play it like we did yesterday. We're just gonna have to trail this, you know what I mean? So let's put this at the overnight value area high, which is where we're actually approaching now. 386.25. All right, 386.25 until we get to like 200, then we'll, once we get to like 150, actually, let's not do anything brash. Let's protect the capital, because we've already lost one trade, you know what I mean? So once we get to like 200, we'll protect 150. And 368.25 could be a cause of concern. Which, did we actually get that? Nope. Think we're gonna get a stop here. Let's see. Quite a big battle going on here. I wish our motive wave could actually just like be on time, man. If we get to like, if we can break this low, and then we protect 150, at least then that'll be something from the day, Did we break it? Let's break it and close. Cool. So now we can protect, let's protect 125. Yeah, we're gonna get stopped out. That was what? Yeah, it's all good. Maybe, yeah, it's all right. It's all right. Maybe we could have held that a little. We could have managed that a little better because I do have a feeling we are gonna flush. Yeah. Our network today, boss. We're gonna flush here, which is gonna be more annoying because that was yeah. This would be the target possibly. We didn't get stopped out there. It's all good though. Let's wait and see how this develops again. Our big trades are not showing. Excuse me. Yeah. You know what I will do? I'm gonna restart the motive wave one more time, and then if I feel like we're having some form of like, if I feel like the internet's a bit slow, guys, I won't lie to you. I will end the stream, and I'll give you guys a recap video or something. The accounts are more important to me than yeah, the like protecting the accounts is more important to me than than showing I can actually trade. So I don't want to bring ego into the day. You know, we already took one loss and one win on, you know, we're up 113 on one account and down 198 on another. And I do not want to, yeah, I don't want to risk the accounts because the internet is being glitchy today. You get what I'm saying? It would suck for you. It would suck for you because this is highly entertaining. I assume. But yeah. Rule number 1: lose your ego. Gotta lose your ego. The market is the worst place to come and prove that you're smart or that you're macho. There are no macho men. Randy Savages over here. It's a retest of overnight value area high. Yep. Is it? Let's do this. Let's put a buy limit there. Buy stop rather. And our target will be the previous day value area high. Our stop will literally go beneath that if this goes higher. Something smells like toast. Better not be my accounts. Nah, this is gone. Cool, so we'll take that off. I actually got the previous day point of control touch cleanly there. Let's see, 369. $369.50. I don't know. Oh wait. That's a retest of point of control. Yeah. If this doesn't hold, then we're gonna go target the previous day point of control. We're gonna retest that again. So, but if the overnight value area high holds, if that holds as resistance, then we're gonna rotate all the way down to value area low. So it's just really about this level 386. Nope. Broke that almost cleanly. What's gonna happen here? It's a retest. You can do a retest of the overnight value area high. 386.25. Yep. That's the retest of the overnight value area high. I have a good feeling is this is gonna hold. I got a feeling. Or will it? Strong battle over there, boy. I ain't gonna lie. Might just be one of those days where I take my money and run. I'm like, I don't want to be involved in this market today. Which I don't think there's anything particularly wrong with that. I think you got to do what you believe is best for your capital and for your mental. Yeah, it's like for sure I'm also protecting capital, but I also need to protect this. I need to do what's best for what's inside here. That's also something that like I didn't expect to learn from trading. I didn't quite expect how much I was gonna learn about myself as I was doing this. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, because I mean it looks like and it feels like, oh yeah, no, this is just about what? It's just about choosing a direction and betting on a market, right? Betting on a market and choosing a direction. That's what, you know. But there's also the, what type of person are you when you lose? You know what I mean? Or when you miss out on a trade. And what type of a person are you when you win? I don't know how much I was gonna learn about greed until, yeah, taught me thoroughly. Yeah. Yeah. I think it's a retest of not of previous day, but of the developing profile. 390.25. 390.25. You could give that a try. Let's give that a shot. Our stop is gonna go at the point of control 385.25. Ugh. I should have taken my money and ran. Because I just tried that trade again, which is the trade that we lost the first time. Yeah. What is this? Overnight value 386.25. we're just at this point we're just hoping that that holds, because if that doesn't, then we are, the overnight value area high doesn't hold, then I don't know what to say. um, I think that would be the quickest stream that we've done so far. We'd be like done for the day. Yeah, previous day value area high is 404 flat. I don't like the number 404 because it's an error on the internet, right? Error 404. If you've been around long enough, you'd know. But yeah, nothing more we can do about this at this point. Let's just sit with it and watch it play out. Yeah, we'll sit with it, watch it play out, and hopefully, if we break 394.50, then we're good. You know, so 394.50 is what we want to see break. Otherwise, failure of that, we are gonna eat a loss. We're gonna eat a $200 loss. You know, but I think if we can break 394.50, here we go, 394.50. Come on. Yeah, ish. And it just retraced. It broke it and came back, man. That's the previous day point of control. Yeah, let's just sit tight, eh? What's our logical stop? Overnight value area high. Yeah, this looks like it could be a stop, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. We are holding on by a thread. We're holding on by a thread, but hoping for something in the market to change. Today is a news day. I totally forgot about that. Today was CPI. I totally forgot about that. Okay, big spike. Come on, just... You know it's bad. You know it's bad when the boy starts whistling. Yeah. What is this? 397. Because at 400 we are gonna have some resistance too, because that's a psychological level, you know. So maybe getting out at 400 is not a bad idea also. But I don't like this spike. I don't like the way that spiked up, because just as easily as it spiked up, it can spike down. So motive wave. Yeah. And that's that overnight value area high. Yeah, I think that's the stop, boys. Unlucky. Yeah, that's gonna be the stream. Honestly, I think if we continue, we're just gonna bleed a lot more. I mean, not not the best day, to be honest. Not the best day, but we will we'll take that one on the chin, and we'll just have to come back tomorrow. A couple of things we could have done better. A couple of things we could have done better, for sure. Yeah, a couple of things we could have done better. I think, especially with the last trade, I think we could have, honestly, we could have trailed our stop, but we were going for that previous day value area high, which could have been a little greedy, but it was there. It was there. I don't want to take any more trades because they are gonna be Hail Mary type of trades, and we've taken how many losses today? We've taken we've had 2 losses and 1 win. So I think we'll call it. I think we'll call it for the day. I will lock in this account. I'll lock that. I'll set a lockout now, and I will lock out account 2 as well. Oh yeah, this is already locked out because we had our daily loss limit on this one, so tough cookies. But yeah, I think that's gonna be the stream, yo. Yeah, we'll take it easy today. And we'll be back. We'll be back tomorrow, which statistically is a better trading day. Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. We'll journal these losses, and yeah, and hopefully tomorrow will be a better. Hopefully tomorrow will be a better day. You know what I mean? So I need to make sure that I sign out with my face on screen. But yeah, hopefully tomorrow will be a better day.